Guys, we are trying to practice some micro agriculture, planting maize, experimenting how to plant maize and how to grow maize. There's a difference between planting and growing. Growing involves taking care of, but planting is just planting for the sake of planting. Now this is maize by the name Savo 4141. We are trying to experiment how it will work so that we may in future scale up and do it on large scale if it is possible. So this is the beginning of another portion which was planted more than 2 months earlier than the previous one that you've been seeing. So this is the grown up. It is having maize cobs. At least this one, most of the maize, guys, is a 2 cobbler. As you can see, most is a 2 cobbler maize. That's what I was told, and indeed I've come to believe that it is a 2 cobbler maize. If you are very careful, like we can have a look at this one. Let me try to come here. So there are two. There are two. There is this one, this, and this. So there are two. 99% or 95% of them there are two. So we are trying to see. This is an experiment. God willing, we will upscale and go on large scale. Large scale, not in terms of large scale per se, but large scale in terms of trying to grow more than what we have done. We've done so far 3 acres as an experiment. So maybe next time we can do twice of that size. Then the other time, God willing, we do twice of that number. So if we go to our level here in the surrounding, if you go more than 20 acres, that's regarded as large scale. But for now, we are just going to upscale because we believe the harvest will not be bad. It will be somehow reasonable. So here we planted maize together with this beans, and beans have taken so much space. But they're also good in mulching because they don't allow weeds to grow. So this is the best way to go about it if you don't want to weed so many times, because once the beans have grown up, most of the weeds dry up, and even the grass does not have that much space to grow. So this is what we are having, guys. We're just trying to see how our maize goes and how it grows. I know the video might not be very good. It was just an impromptu video using a phone, but in future we'll be using our cameras to see. So guys, this maize is just the same like the one that we've passed immediately, but only that we did bad timing. When we planted, it was very sunny. There was so much sun, it was too hot. And after planting, the rain did not come. It went more than 2 weeks before it rained. That's why after the rains came, this part of the plantation, the maize grew. So the other one grew immediately after planting, but this one delayed. Because the upper part where we began from, that portion, at least the soil was moist and it was able to grow. So guys, this is part of the plantation, an experiment of the Savo 4141. So it has tried. Even when you look at this, we have 2. Then we have 2 here. Let me move this way. You see, here we have three. Here we have three. This, and this. But this one is very small. We have here 1, 2. We have 1, 2. Then here we have 1, 2. And that is it, guys. Then we come to the end of it. The remaining portion belongs to another person who's also experimenting. This is the end of my field. Then another person also experimenting from this side. So this is the boundary. All of us are just experimenting. Goodbye, guys. See you in near future.